Well, I'm very excited to show you guys something new from Sammic. This is the Emulsionizer Pro 1.0. It is brand new. I have not played with this thing at all. I've seen a couple of videos where I've seen it doing things from making cold brews, sauces, emulsifications, some really cool things. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm trying to think of things that I can do. Just got it today. So I brought a lunch from home. I need to make a sauce with it. So I ran out to the store. I'm going to make a quick tahini cilantro sauce. Throw some stuff into it, blend it, and see what happens and see what kind of emulsifications I can make. How the Emulsionizer Pro works is you have this stainless steel container with micro perforations in it here. The base comes off, and we can add on this base one of five different selections of a grid to pass through. The grids go from everything from nothing to a zero point zero 0.03 very small perforation to push through, all the way up to something that'd be almost like a ricer. This is 2 millimeter. So I'm going to go with this point 0.5 for what I'm doing. So I'm going to do this cilantro tahini sauce. So a little bit of texture in there will be good, but this should be nice and smooth. This is about a chinoise in a restaurant size. So we add that to the plate, then we screw it together. All right, now with the base grid secure, I can get to work on this. The first thing that it looks like we should be doing is probably adding a liquid. We're going to add that into our main container here. You could do a stock. You could do really anything, I suppose, in this. I'm just doing water again, first time. So we're going to see how this works. The strainer goes right inside. To blend, it's recommended to use the Sammic XM12. This is going to have the power tri-blade cutting system that's going to be able to work perfectly with this to get all of our blending and emulsifying. You'll see that in action here once I get it going. Um, but from here, I'm going to add some of my product. Like I said, it's just going to be a cilantro tahini sauce that I'm making for my lunch that I brought from home. So I'm going to just shove in cilantro, add some tahini, not really measuring anything. I'm just giving it kind of a guess to see what this thing will do. I did roast some garlic and shallots, add some extra flavor. And I figure I want to make it kind of creamy, and I want to kind of add a little bit of like protein to it. So I'm going to throw in some cottage cheese, just to give it some creaminess and a little bit more of that base. I did grab a little lemon, so to give it some sort of acid. And I guess I'm assuming I don't really have to worry about seeds because all of that will be strained out of this. I'm going to salt and pepper after to taste. I think I could put it in here. I was kind of thinking that there's cracked pepper. Maybe I take advantage of the straining with that. But I'm going to hold that off. I don't know what this is really going to taste like, and I might have to make some adjustments. So products in. Next is to blend. I'll bring you in closer so you can kind of see what happens. Hopefully this works out well. Yeah, XM12, the way I'm holding it, I don't get that cool logo shot for you, but you guys know what it is. Just gonna blend them on high speed. Once we've gotten most of that blended up, we take this pusher, we're gonna push everything down and extract the rest of that juice that we can out of that sauce. All right, it smells really good. It's a little thinner than I was thinking. So that first attempt, I would say it's a lot thinner than I was expecting, which I guess makes sense going that thin. So we're kind of like very thin sauce at this level. So I still have some of that product in here. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to switch from that 3 millimeter over into a larger base. I'm thinking I'll go all the way up to the full 1 millimeter. That was a 0.3 millimeter, excuse me. And I think I'll be able to push more product through and get a thicker result. So stand by, we will see. Okay, new base is installed. We're gonna try this again and see if we don't get much of a different result. I did add a little bit more tahini in here because I want to kind of thicken it up. Maybe less water for what I was trying to do if I want a little bit more thick. But let's see what we get with this different base. I'm kind of excited to try a side by side. I'm just gonna give it a chance to emulsify a little bit more. That actually is considerably a different result, much thicker. Now I'll push this through. I'm gonna lift it out. Wow, night and day. All right, let's see that next to the other one. I can already tell from what I'm doing that there's a wild difference. Let's see if I can show this properly now. So you can see it's thicker than what it was before. And to give you a side by side though, have a cool look. You can see the difference in the amount of cilantro, even that run that happens on this plate here. See how thin it is compared to that. And that's just the difference of a base plate. Same ingredient, same sauce, a little bit more tahini in this one to be fair. But the thickness of what came out is really that different base. And I guess if I wanted to get rid of more of that cilantro in there, which I kind of like, you go thinner. You just have a really clean sauce. So this should help out my lunch. Thank you guys for checking this out with me. I got a lot more playing to do. So I can honestly tell you this isn't the typical video that I would probably share or display, but it was kind of fun because it was the first attempt at something like this. And time and time again, we'll get a new technology, a new innovation. And as part of the sales team, my goal is to get information out to everybody, my sales reps, dealers, customers, to be able to explain what these things do. And honestly, it's probably the most fun part of the job is just getting in there and playing. With this particular item, you could see the big difference was trying to learn these different grids. So a lot more playing around to do. I'm really excited about trying this. This is the 2 millimeter ricer size. I'm thinking things like baby foods or dysphagia foods for hospitals. Really thin. This might be better for drinks. I'm thinking like the cold brews, stuff like that. I've seen videos from Sammic about it, but I haven't seen what actual blades or processes they do yet. So a lot more playing around. Thank you guys for following this and checking it out and watching me as I stumbled through it. At the end of it, got an awesome result, and I'm gonna have a pretty good lunch at work. So thank you guys. I appreciate you.